Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here with a literal Christian classic, The Two Babylons by that Scottish minister, Scottish Reformed, Alexander Hislop. Now, the setting is back in 1841, they had just discovered many of the archaeological finds in the ancient Near East, modern day Iraq, and for the next 30 years they were making amazing discoveries all in that area. And so they were looking and they were correlating the discoveries with Scripture and realizing that many of the ancient gods and goddesses had their origination point in ancient Babylon, and many times would go back to Nimrod, his wife Astarte or Ashtaroth, and their son Tammuz. And so he takes, point by point and says, well, this is how the Catholic Church, because we know after the dispersion at Babylon, it went all around the world, kind of the cult of the father, mother, child cult went all around the world, just under different names. Eventually became gods and goddesses amongst the Egyptians, the Syrians, and then the Romans, the Greeks, and that in an effort to synchronize and to, like in synchronization, and to placate the pagans within the Roman Empire, when it had been decreed they had to worship in a Christian form, they just Christianized all these pagan practices. And so it's a step-by-step look at that. And it's kind of small print, very well done, fascinating. You might say, well, 150 years has dimmed some of the research, maybe, but it's still just incredible. And it's had such an enormous impact in the world. It's almost like a historical book you just want to buy. So The Two Babylons are papal worship. This is put out by Loazo Brothers. Has 61 woodcut illustrations from Nineveh, Babylon, Egypt, Pompeii. And papal worship proved to be the worship of Nimrod and his wife. So this is just great. I would highly recommend this book. I think everybody ought to grab this book. So God bless you. Have a great day in Jesus.